welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. High noon is here and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the River Toads and the Sacramento State Hornets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, he comes into this game with a very potent passing offense ranked in the top 10. But today they face one of their stiffest opponents of the season, a top 10 passing defense. Let's see who wins this strength-on-strength battle. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the River Toads offense will have the football first. And now the junior transfer wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Jukes his way for more. Pickup of 5 is now second. 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win.
Caught, and he's got room. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The River Toads look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Got it. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And now the River Toads will bring the punt team onto the field. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you gotta love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the 2nd level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your 2nd level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it on the counter. Finding some room. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The play action fake. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Rivertones!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Running inside, it's Curtis. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd, fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Finds his tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yard.
He's got it down the field. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on third and short, and maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on fourth. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
Works the middle of the field. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The River Toads can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And now the River Toads come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, River Toads! Into the end zone for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moving out to the right. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another third down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on fourth down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. Fourth down is just another down. They will stay aggressive. I don't know if they read the analytics or not, but it usually says fourth down, and I'm going for it.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hauls it in. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him in the flat. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The run inside. It's Curtis. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to him on the ground. Got a little grass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
On the run, it's Curtis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Looking for a big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his target down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Plucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The River Toads come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, River Toads! And scores 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the run, it's Curtis. There he goes. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's caught.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And now the River Toads send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Curtis. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
At the 20, he's got space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Now adjusting. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Hard-hitting tackle.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Got it behind the line. It's Burrell. Could not make his way to the corner. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it down. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires on the move. Coleman's got it on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Under fire. He's got it on the run. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the Baylor Bears.
The River Toads will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moses. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Curtis. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Near midfield, they don't think they can gain enough on a punt. They'll leave the offense out. 4th and long from the 46. Bringing the heat. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the ground game. There's a crease. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And they can't make the play on third down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. He'll try it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And now the River Toads will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Burrell. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Rainey. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State. They take the lead with the 6.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone in not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The River Toads with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The run inside. It's Curtis. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. Shakes off the defender. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He's going to run it. First down and more. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. So now it's second and long. On the ground with the counter. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete on the left to Williams. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside. It's Rainey. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And now the River Toads have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The River Toads line it up with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Working that left side now. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Back's got it.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And now the River Toads trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Pocket breaking down, and they got it. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon with the offensive lineman, call it out and pick you up. You can tell did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Maybe some room here. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Coleman. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Clark. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He's loose down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. He wants to throw it again. He's got him. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide out trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. It's blocked, and they still have a chance.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon. And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win.